This will shake you. You might not sleep tonight. On March the 17th, 2025, a metallic sphere tore through the skies above Buga, Colombia, shredding power lines before slamming into a farmer's field. The impact should have obliterated it, left jagged scars, twisted metal, some sign of destruction. But when the dust settled, investigators found something impossible. A perfect orb, 30 centimeters across, its surface flawless, gleaming under the midday sun. No dents, no scratches, no seams. Just smooth, unyielding metal, etched with symbols that made linguists freeze. These weren't runes, not glyphs, not anything human hands could have carved. They pulsed with an order that felt older than history, stranger than fiction. For months, the sphere sat in a high-security lab in Mexico City, under the gaze of scientists who threw every tool at it. X-rays pierced its surface, revealing a structure that defied logic. 3 concentric shells, nested like cosmic eggs, each layer thinner than a human hair, yet impossibly strong. Between them, 9 microspheres floated in perfect suspension. No wires, no magnets, just hovering in defiance of gravity. At the core, a chip smaller than a grain of rice, its composition unreadable by our best spectrometers. The material? Mostly aluminum, 95% pure, but laced with trace elements that don't match any known alloy. The weight? 16 pounds on day 1. By day 14, 22 pounds. No material added, no chemical reactions, just mass appearing from nowhere. Physics doesn't allow that. The sphere didn't care. Then came the breakthrough that changed everything. Classical computers, supercomputers, neural networks, pattern recognition algorithms choked on the symbols. They saw noise, chaos, nothing. But someone at MIT's quantum computing lab had a radical idea. What if the sphere wasn't meant for human minds? What if it was built for something that thinks beyond ones and zeros? Quantum computers don't process like your phone or your laptop. They don't plod through possibilities one by one. They exist in every possibility at once, collapsing infinite probabilities into answers. So they fed the sphere's engravings into a hybrid quantum system, IBM's Condor linked to Google's Sycamore quantum cloud. At 3:17 a.m., the machine spoke. The symbols weren't random. They were code. Not just any code, mathematical constants that define the universe itself. Planck's constant, the fine structure constant, the golden ratio. Numbers that hold atoms together, shape galaxies, spiral through DNA, carved into alien metal that crashed in a Colombian field. This isn't speculation. This is happening. The quantum AI didn't just decode symbols. It unveiled a truth that made physicists step back. Whoever crafted this sphere understood reality at a level we're only beginning to touch. The engravings weren't art or language. They were equations, precise to 15 decimal places, more exact than our best instruments can measure. The first sequence mapped Planck's constant, the quantum heartbeat of energy itself. The second traced the golden ratio, nature's blueprint for hurricanes, seashells, and the arms of spiral galaxies. The third? The fine structure constant, the number that dictates how electrons dance around nuclei. These aren't guesses or approximations. They're the universe's source code, etched into a sphere that shouldn't exist. The quantum processors ran for 72 hours, untangling layers of symbols like peeling back the skin of reality. Each layer revealed more. The second shell's engravings weren't numbers anymore. They were frequencies, resonance patterns that matched gravitational waves detected by LIGO in 2015, the cosmic ripples from black holes colliding a billion years ago. Identical, not similar. How does a metal orb know the sound of dying stars? The third shell went deeper, encoding orbital resonances, patterns that mirror the dance of Jupiter's moons, the gaps in Saturn's rings, even the orbits of exoplanets we only discovered last year. Dr. Elena Marquez from Caltech called it a cosmic Rosetta Stone. Others went further. This isn't just a message. It's the architecture of space-time, compressed into symbols we're only now smart enough to read. But here's where it gets unsettling. The quantum I didn't stop at constants and frequencies. It found something in the deepest layer of code that made the lab go silent. The symbols aligned with coordinates. stellar coordinates, not on Earth, not in our solar system, but in deep space. The patterns matched radio burst sources, fast radio bursts we've tracked since 2019. FRB 202, 20319, FRB 202100807. Cosmic screams from unknown origins. One sequence pointed to a patch of sky between Andromeda and Triangulum, a void where our telescopes see nothing. The AI insists something's there. Not a star, not a planet, just something, waiting. Imagine this. Humanity sent Voyager into the void with a golden record. Our music, our math, our DNA, a map saying, this is us, this is Earth. What if this sphere is someone else's Voyager? A probe not just carrying a message, but the rules of reality itself. A galactic calling card written in the language of physics. The quantum simulations took it further. When researchers modeled how the sphere's shells interact with those encoded frequencies, the results broke every expectation. The sphere didn't act like an object. It acted like a machine. Feed it the right frequency and the shells resonate, creating an electromagnetic field that bends light around itself. DARPA's been chasing this since 2018. Metamaterial cloaking, invisibility through photon manipulation. But the sphere's design is decades ahead. Light doesn't just bend, it spirals, forming interference patterns that defy known materials. Those 9 microspheres? They're not decorations. In the simulations, they sit at precise mathematical intervals, Fibonacci sequences, golden ratio alignments. When the model fed them a frequency, they didn't just vibrate, they amplified it, creating standing waves that could store magnetic fields, gravitational signatures, even probability patterns. Think of it like a hard drive, not for files, but for the fabric of reality itself. A cosmic tuning fork that holds every note the universe has ever played. Dr. Michael Torres from MIT ran the simulation 12 times, expecting a glitch. Same result every time. The sphere isn't just a receiver, it's a transmitter, maybe a bridge between dimensions we can't yet measure. Then came the test that broke physics. Researchers fed the sphere its own encoded frequencies, the ones carved into its surface. In the virtual model, the sphere didn't just resonate, it distorted space-time, a tiny, measurable warp, like a pebble rippling a pond. But in the fabric of reality itself, aluminum and microspheres shouldn't do that. Nothing we build can do that. Dr. Sarah Chen from Caltech put it starkly, this isn't technology, it's the universe talking to itself. The sphere might not just store physics, it might manipulate it. A device that doesn't process information but reshapes the rules that make information possible. Now let's pull back to what we know for sure. March 17th, 2025. Buga, Colombia. A farmer named Juan Velasco watches a metallic object crash into his field. The grass around it dies in a perfect 30-foot circle. Not burned, not poisoned, just drained of life, every cell desiccated. The sphere, 12 inches across, sits untouched. 3 labs confirm its structure. 3 nested shells, 9 floating microspheres, a central chip we can't analyze without breaking it. The weight anomaly persists. 16 pounds, then 20, then 22. No explanation. Jose Velasquez, leading the Mexican team, has studied meteorites for 2 decades. His words, this isn't natural. This isn't human. Julia Mossbridge from UC San Diego demands the Galileo project take over. She's not calling it alien, but she's not ruling it out either. The symbols are the key. Quantum AI decoded them as universal constants, gravitational wave signatures, and stellar coordinates. But there's more. The chip at the core, too small to extract, emits faint electromagnetic pulses. Not random, patterned. The same frequency as the golden ratio sequences etched on the surface. 432 Hertz, a number some claim resonates with the cosmos itself. When Juan's daughter sang near the sphere, it hummed. Not a myth, not a rumor. Velasco swears it happened. The lab can't confirm it yet, but they're trying. They're cautious because if this is real, it's not just a discovery, it's a revolution. Then there's the second sphere. Whispers started in July 2025 from a private collector in Tokyo. An 8-inch orb, Same flawless construction, different symbols. Leaked photos show nested shells, engravings that twist the eye. No one's gone public, but NASA's paying attention. If there's two, there could be more. Scattered across Earth, placed deliberately. Not accidents, not meteors, probes, targeted. Dr. Chen again. If these are machines, they're not here by chance. They're looking for something or someone. The implications are staggering. If the spheres carry technology, even a fragment of it could rewrite our world. Energy systems that tap quantum fields, propulsion that folds space, sensors that see probability itself. The math on the sphere already outstrips our instruments. It's not a theory, it's a fact. Let's strip it down. The sphere's weight gain breaks conservation of mass. Its structure defies material science. Its symbols encode physics we're still chasing. The quantum AI revealed constants, frequencies, coordinates, knowledge we've spent centuries piecing together, carved into metal we can't replicate. The simulation suggests it's a device, not an artifact. A tool that interacts with space-time, stores cosmic data, maybe even manipulates it. But why? Why Earth? Why now? Is it a gift, a test, a warning? The ancients spoke of divine objects falling from the sky. Egyptian texts, Sumerian tablets, stories of celestial eggs holding creation secrets. Were they seeing this? Have we been here before? The coordinates are what keep researchers up at night. That empty patch of sky between Andromeda and Triangulum. The AI says something's there. Pulsar alignments in the symbols match nature's clocks, precise enough to navigate a galaxy. If this is a probe, it's not drifting like Voyager. It arrived, intact, functional, broadcasting its code to anyone who can listen. And we're listening now. The quantum computers gave us the what, a device that speaks the universe's language. But the why eludes us. Is it a beacon, calling something closer? A library holding knowledge we're not ready for? Or something darker, a marker for a civilization watching us? The weight anomaly alone rewrites physics. 16 pounds to 22, no explanation. One theory, the sphere pulls mass from quantum vacuum fluctuations, the zero-point energy that hums beneath reality. If true, it's not just a message. It's a power source, a machine that taps the universe's foundation. Type 2 civilization technology, the kind that harnesses stars, not just fossil fuels. The kind that makes our rockets look like stone tools. But we're not guessing here. The data is real, the sphere is real, the code is real. 3 universities want access. NASA wants samples. Mexico's holding it tight. Everyone knows the stakes. Whoever decodes this first doesn't just win a Nobel Prize. They redefine humanity's future. Step back and think. A flawless sphere crashes in Columbia. It gains weight, bends light, hums at cosmic frequencies. Its symbols encode the universe's rules, constants, resonances, coordinates. Quantum AI cracked the code, revealing a device that might manipulate reality itself. Not a relic, not a rock, a machine. Maybe a probe, maybe a key. The second sphere in Japan suggests a pattern. More could be out there, waiting in vaults, fields, or oceans. The math says they're not random. They're placed. Earth was chosen. The question isn't whether this is real. It's whether we're ready for what it means. The sphere's chip pulses at 432 Hz, matching the golden ratio. The shells resonate with black hole collisions. The coordinates point to a cosmic void. This isn't just technology. It's a bridge to something bigger. A civilization that speaks in physics, not words. The quantum AI gave us a glimpse, but it's only the surface. If we unlock the rest, everything changes. Energy, travel, medicine, time itself. The sphere isn't just an object, it's a challenge, a puzzle from a mind that sees reality as code. We found the first piece. Now we need to find the courage to keep looking. Because this isn't just about a sphere. It's about what happens when humanity touches the divine.